Thursday. So, I want to talk about the energy of the planet that rules Thursday. I am a big astrology buff, love astrology. And I have found that the more that I incorporate astrology and the astrology into my spiritual metaphysical work, the better the work manifests. Okay. So, Thursday is named after Thor. Thor is a Germanic Norse deity that would be synchronized with the god Jupiter. Okay, so today is a Jupiter day. Now, Jupiter, I love Jupiter as a planet. That is my planetary ruler. Jupiter rules the sign of Sagittarius and it co rules the sign of Pisces. Okay. If you know any Pisces or if you know any Sagittariuses, for the most part, we're pretty lucky people. And it is because of Jupiter. I don't always like to use the word luck though, because to me, luck is like a low level expression of Jupiter. I like to use the word synchronicity. Okay. Jupiter helps you to be better in alignment so that you experience more synchronicities, which we would then call luck. Okay. Synchronicities happen when you are in alignment. Now, Jupiter rules the ninth house of the zodiac wheel of life. And the ninth house deals with long distance travel, it deals with spirituality, and it deals with higher levels of learning, okay, higher levels of knowledge, where the opposite planet from Jupiter would be Mercury. So Mercury deals with short distance travel and Mercury deals with intellect, where Jupiter deals with wisdom and higher levels of knowledge. So it's building on the energy of what Mercury brings, okay? So Jupiter also deals with abundance and it deals with good fortune and, like I would say, good luck or synchronicity. Okay. Now, what I would like for you to do, first of all, is to understand how Jupiter is functioning in your life and in your chart. So, cast your natal chart and take a look and see what house does Jupiter fall in. Okay. The house that Jupiter falls in is going to show you where you experiencing luck, where you experiencing growth and expansion. Because Jupiter, whatever Jupiter touches, and how you doing, great King C9Y, Jupiter enhances and expands, helps to grow whatever it touches. Okay, so wherever Jupiter falls in your chart, that is where you're going to be experiencing good luck, good fortune, expansion, and growth. Now, in my natal chart, Jupiter's in the 12th house. Jupiter likes to rule the 12th house, okay? Jupiter is at home in the 12th house because the 12th house is naturally ruled by Pisces. And Pisces, like I said, is co-ruled by Jupiter, okay? Pisces is ruled by Jupiter and Neptune, okay? But for people who deal with astrology on a more pure level, they're not really looking at Neptune, they're looking at Jupiter, okay? So Jupiter likes to be there. And for me, it's true. I experience in all of the careers and things that I've done, I've experienced the most good fortune, the most wealth in my spiritual business and in doing spiritual things. So for me to get to the wealth, to get to the bag, I needed to tap into my spiritual gifts. I needed to tap into my spiritual power because that was the 12th house. That's how Jupiter is functioning in my chart. Now, today, Jupiter is moving out of retrograde. Thank the Lord. Okay, it's been moving out, but we're still in the shadows because Jupiter is one of the first big planets, outer planets. Okay, and so it takes a little bit of time to come out of retrograde. Now, Jupiter is in Cancer. Jupiter is exalted in the sign of Cancer. Exalted just means that Jupiter likes that sign the most. Jupiter's energy is best expressed in the sign of Cancer. So you want to look and see, again, look at your chart, see what house Cancer rules. Even if you're not a Cancer, even if you don't have a planet in the sign of Cancer, somewhere in your natal chart, Cancer sits over that house. And from now until June 30th, that's when Jupiter is going to move out of Cancer. That's the house that's going to be experiencing some growth, some expansion, some good fortune, maybe some more knowledge, that you're learning things or expanding on things related to the house that Cancer sits over. Now, if you are a Cancer, okay, or if you are having a Jupiter return, which means that your Jupiter is in the sign of Cancer, this is a very fortuitous time for you. Take advantage of it. Cancers, hello. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it while you have the energy. So if your Jupiter's in Cancer, or if your sun is in Cancer, or even if your moon is in Cancer, if your moon is in Cancer, this was going to help you expand emotionally. It is going to expand your fertility. You may even get pregnant now. Okay. When Jupiter is conjunct your moon, it increases your fertility because the moon deals with fertility. So you may get pregnant. Okay. Or it could be that you just feel very creative, because fertility is not always having babies. Okay. Fertility means creative energy, bringing something into fruition that was not previously there, creating things. So you may go through a creative cycle. You may create a business. You may write a book. You may, do some art, create things, manifest a lot of things. Okay. That's how that might work for you. Now, today, if you want to work with Jupiter, today's going to be a fantabulous day to work with Jupiter, because the moon is also in Cancer. So you have the moon, which increases fertility, right next to where Jupiter is on today. So if you wanted to work with Jupiter, this will be a good time to do that. Now, what can you do to enhance and to align and to work with the energy of Jupiter on a metaphysical, spiritual level? It's one thing to understand how Jupiter works and all of those things, but now that you know that, you can add Jupiter and add the energy of Jupiter. Because remember, there is an intelligence, there is an intellect, there is an entity, okay, a consciousness that goes along with all these planets. And you can call on that energy and align yourself with that energy by using things that are Jupiter enhanced or connected to Jupiter. There are certain plants that are connected to Jupiter, like coal, I think it's called colt's foot, and that's a lucky herb. That's a Jupiter herb. Lavender, good luck, Jupiter herb. Okay, work with your Jupiter herbs. Get you some candles. Okay, this is what I would have. This is what I would do. I would get me a candle. You can get purple. Purple works with Jupiter. You can get blue. Blue works with Jupiter. Or if you want to do green, like if you really want to focus on expanding money, you can work with green. Okay, get you a candle. Get you some good luck herbs, some Jupiter herbs, okay? Like a couple that I just mentioned, and there are many, many more. Google it, chat, GTP it, whatever you got to do to find out which herbs are connected to the planet Jupiter. Write Jupiter sigil on your candle. Put some Jupiter oil, put some good luck oil, good fortune oil into your candle, okay? You can add in, even I like to put like crystal chips into my candle. So you can use aventurine. Aventurine is a very good crystal for good luck and expansion and synchronicity. Okay. Add those into your candle. Pray over your candle. You can do Jupiter mantras. If you go on, you can go Google it, or you can go on to YouTube and get the Jupiter mantras. There are mantras that you can say to invoke the energy of Jupiter. Say your prayer, your petition over your candle. Oh, thank you for that very much. Garrison, let's see. Garrison Pina 3053. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Start doing this. If you do it tonight, it's going to be very powerful. Why? We're just coming out of the spring equinox, right? So we still got that energy of planting. We have the moon. The moon is waxing, which means the moon is growing. When the moon is growing, it's a good time to manifest. It's a good time to get things to grow, okay? You also have, it's a Jupiter day. Jupiter is exalted in the sign of Cancer. Jupiter is moving forward. So Jupiter is in a good place to work with Jupiter. And then you have the energy of the moon also in conjunction with Jupiter. So this is going to be a really good time to work with the energy of Jupiter. How long have I been non-binary? I'm not non-binary. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't keep up with all of the different terminologies, but I can't say that I'm non-binary because I don't know what that is. Okay, sorry. You gotta school me on this one. Okay, so one of the things about working with any of these planets, okay, there's also what they call planetary hours. So let's just say, for instance, you can't work with Jupiter on Thursday, or you can. Work with Jupiter during Jupiter hour. You can put it on your phone or go and bring up the chart, and they'll tell you for every hour of the day what planet rules that particular hour. Okay. So you can schedule your mantras, you can schedule your spell work or your ritual work to align with the Jupiter hour. Okay. That's something that you can do. Be consistent with your work. And this is with anything. Energy dissipates. So you have to be consistent if you want to experience consistent growth, consistent good fortune, consistent wealth. You have to be consistent in your work, okay? Don't just do the work when you feel things lacking. By the time things are lacking, it's going to take a lot of energy and a lot of work to get things back to where they were, okay? A good human being. I hope I've been a good human being in every incarnation, okay? But for 47 years, I've been a good human being. I try to be. I really do. And it's not always easy on this path, okay? Um, being a good person, okay? Because sometimes good people get taken advantage of. Good people sometimes get left behind. So I have to be mindful of how good I am and to make sure that I'm still a good person to myself. Because I have been a person that's been good to others and hasn't always been good to myself. And I have to get that in check, okay? So yes, I try to be a good person when I can, but I have to always make sure that I'm not sacrificing myself in the process of trying to be good to somebody else, okay? Self-sacrifice is a big issue with me. Okay. I do a lot of stuff pro bono. I do a lot of stuff for the collective, stuff that I don't talk about, stuff that I do for people that I don't talk about. I see somebody in need, I step in, you know what I'm saying? And I used to do that too much. And it was becoming sacrificial. I was becoming like the sacrificial lamb. Okay, so I had to chill on that. But I do love people and I try to be good to people and I try to be mindful of how I treat people, regardless to who they are and what state they come to me in. Okay, because you never know when you go need somebody. Okay. All right, y'all. So like I said, working with Jupiter is going to be good. And I'm going to tell you, Jupiter's been good to me working with Jupiter. After I did some Jupiter work, I have manifested, I know one time I manifested $40,000. Money that was given to me free and clear. Okay. I have manifested thousands of dollars after doing these Jupiter rituals. They're very effective, but you have to be consistent in order to experience that effect and to experience the effect consistently. Okay. So again, Cancer, if you're Cancer, if your Jupiter's in Cancer, you got to June 30th. You got until June 30th of this year to take advantage of it, okay? This when I say take advantage of it, when Jupiter is making a major aspect to some part of your chart, whether it's a Jupiter return or Jupiter conjunct your sun, it's not like the planet Jupiter is going to come to your house and just dump $1 million at the door, okay? You have to do things to show yourself approved. You have to do things to activate the things that are in your chart. One is through knowledge of it. Two, through the actions that you take. So if you know that Jupiter is favoring you for 12 months, because Jupiter stays in one sign for 12 months, then that's a time when you want to take some educated risk. Take some chances, okay? This is a time where if you want to, expand your business, do it, okay? If this is a time where maybe you want to, play in the stock market and, take your chance at stocks or take your chance at a little gambling. I'm not saying go crazy, okay? But this is the time Jupiter is going to be giving you good luck, good fortune. When Jupiter was conjunct my sun, baby, that was a wonderful year for me, okay? I made more money that year than I have made any year in my life and haven't made that much since Jupiter has conjuncted my sun. I've come close, but not quite as much. And whatever you're doing while you're having a Jupiter return or Jupiter's conjunct your sun, you're setting the stage for the next 12 years of your life. Okay. So it's like building a flat platform for everything else that's to come. So it's very important the actions that you take, the things that you do, the seeds that you plant during that time, because they will continue to manifest and grow for the next 12-year cycle. Okay. All right, y'all. I just wanted to give y'all a little bit of information about Jupiter, how to work with it. Jupiter also, you guys too, if you're in school, let's say you're in college or something, Jupiter and Mercury are very good planets to work with, okay? Jupiter for higher levels of knowledge and wisdom, Mercury for intellect, okay? So you can work with Jupiter like that too, because Jupiter deals with wisdom. Okay. Another thing that Jupiter does deal with too, that I didn't mention, is justice. Okay. Jupiter does bring justice too. So if you're having some legal issues, or you're having some issues with people who aren't treating you justly, you can work with Jupiter on that as well. All right, y'all. I just wanted to tap in, stop in, and give you guys some information. If you would like for me to help you do some of your ritual work, I do have a Jupiter ritual on my website, along with some other rituals. I also do have a buy one, get one free sale going. This sale will end on Sunday. Okay. So buy one ritual, get the second ritual of equal or lesser value free. Please be clear. You cannot pay for $100 ritual and then get a $600 ritual free. I'm not going to do that, okay? And if you try to do that, I'm going to send you an invoice for the balance, okay? Let's be clear. Equal or lesser value for the free ritual that you get, okay? And this is only on my services and rituals. The discount code is BOGO, BOGO. All right, y'all. Enjoy your Thursday. Peace.